we're almost there. We got sound. God, things go quick. I had something unplugged. So all my lights at the back were not on and I couldn't figure out why, but now they are on. Which means we can start. 3, 2, 1. Look! This is what I wanted to wear for the Terminator build. It only came yesterday and it was too late by the time the video came out. So I got my Terminator t-shirt. I feel part of the mood now. So hello everyone. How's everyone going this week? Which has been an absolute crazy week. Absolutely crazy. Right, needless to say, let's get some things out of the way first. My Arduino video is going to probably be up next week. This week is just completely out the question with half term, all the new releases. If you didn't know, my job is in the automobile business, so it's coming to that time of year where people will have new cars and their MOTs are due, so I'm doing loads of work on that as well, and this week is just exhausting. It's the school holidays as well, so the kiddies are here, so you'll probably see them later on today. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So Arduino, don't panic, it is coming next week, but there's just so much on this week. The next thing, I did have an order what to do. Right, someone sent me an email, or it might have been a messenger from Northumberland University. I don't know who your name is, but can you get back in touch with me again? It's just regarding a university project you were telling me about. I've lost the email and message, and for the life of me, I've been trying to find it and I can't find it anywhere. So if that was you and you're watching this stream, then please just email me again at worldofwayneuk@gmail.com and I will get back to you. Sorry about that, but I've lost the... I couldn't even find the message. I couldn't even tell you what you sent me on. So there you go. What's been going on? Neil Harrison, I've had confirmation email on Eagle Moss Enterprise D bill. Can't wait. What's the confirmation, Neil? I'd like to know that because I believe this is a trial. It's not real, and I'll tell you why that is in a minute. Lee, you're good. Very good. Steve Graham, lose the echo, Wayne. I've got an echo? How have I got an echo? Why have I got an echo? It's probably because I'm on my condenser mic. Probably. Because there's no other mic I've got in here. I don't think so anyway. Unless my webcam's picking up sound. I don't think so. Just looking. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the echo is then. It's probably because I am using a different mic tonight. Normally I'm on my lavalier mic, which I've lost as well. Because I'm normally turning around. And I'm going to be turning around tonight because I've got so much to show you. So much has been going on. The other thing is, Mike Berry, thank you so much, Mike Berry, for doing this backdrop for the C-3PO and R2-D2. I'm going to light it from the top to make that backdrop a little bit lit up. He did an excellent job for that, but I must credit Paul Wiz Johnson for the artwork for that, for Mike to print. So thank you so much for that artwork, Paul. This really kicks it off. I've had so many comments about it as well. I did have to cut it down a little bit. It was a little bit too big. So I cut it down the left and right hand sides to get it in that gap, but that looks amazing. So much so that when I did the last stream, I had C3PIs on and then I left them on and the batteries ran out, so I need to put some new batteries in. I did actually eventually take the thing apart and put the battery box on the outside, so replacing the batteries is a doddle now. I haven't got to worry about that. So that's cool. Oh, greetings from Greece. Very good. How's Greece? You're on holiday and you're watching me? You should be on a beach. Although saying that, today I've been sitting in the garden. It's been so hot today. I've done the mowing the lawns and doing the gardening and all sorts of things. And the other thing I've had today, sorry, I keep telling you about how busy my week is. My car was completely packed up because it found on emissions at the MOT. Then I got the catalytic converter changed in it, which for a Skoda, because it's a drive, is cheap. It's like, with that and the 2 lambda sensors was about £390. But if it was for a Volkswagen or something, you're looking at about £700 or £800. The car was fixed. I was all ready to take it for its MOT. Drove it over one bump and the front coil spring snapped. So the car went in today for a coil spring repair. And then I thought I was just picking it up to take it for the MOT today. But for some reason, they took it upon themselves to do the MOT on it. Which was good for me because it passed. So, oh. It's 10 PM, Wayne, and dark. Really? In Greece? Why am I looking out my window? Greetings from Netherlands. I hope you're enjoying the DeLorean, which has just come over there now, peeps. So we're going to have a whole new load of people watching us from the Netherlands, which is going to be excellent. What else have I got? I give myself notes, you see, and I can't even request for subscription. Oh, yeah, the subscription. You probably saw the thing. I was in a toy shop last week and I told you about the Terminator coming out. When I heard about this, I was like, oh my God, I've got to get this. So I went to WH Smith's and I said, I believe you've got Build the Terminator coming on the 20th of February. I looked at the system and said, yep, we got that. So I had to pay £30 because it's like, well, £27 because they make you pay 3 weeks up front. And then we picked this up from the, I'm going to show you actually. We picked this up. There it is. All in its glory. We picked this up from the newsagents. Now the problem is that I bought one because that morning I phoned up WH Smith's to get it at about 7:30 in the morning. And they said, yeah, they're in, but we haven't got them out yet. We haven't opened the boxes. So I was like, So I said to the missus, come on, let's go down to Asda and we get one from Asda. So we got one from Asda. She's picked up this one. And Achet sent me one. So I've got 3, which is a good thing because I'm going to give you some advice. These are only $1.99. There's some electrics in this, some LEDs. If you want my advice, I'd buy another one just in case those LEDs don't work. For £1.99 and you've got some extra bits in there as well, like the thing. You can't be sniffed at. Anything with electrics or components or circuit boards, I tend to buy another issue. I know when it gets to $8.99 it's hard to do that, but what you're going to feel like when you go, I don't know, to putting this head together and one of the LEDs don't work and you have to start soldering LEDs and stuff like that. So that's my advice. Get more than one. So, Mighty T4, do you know if the Build the Tutankhamun is ever going ahead? No, it's not because it already came out about 4 years ago. And I did question Eagle Moss about that. They've got no plans to release it again. The website you're looking at is just from an old release. Someone said, was it you, Marty, who sent me the website link? Funny enough, though, there is an exhibition at the Saatchi Museum in London from November 2nd to March with the whole Tutankhamun experience of relics and all that's coming over to England. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, go to London. So that was my quest for the Terminator. So I'm just going to go over to this again just to talk to you about it. So now these LEDs, they are quite low powered LEDs. As you can see, I've cut the ends off this one because I was interested to know what sort of power draw they have. And believe me, make sure you don't do any tests with any battery packs from R2-D2. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that because, like, you know, I did that and, yeah, it didn't end well. So I blew one and I've got one that's still all right there. So luckily I used one which wasn't used. Yeah, don't do that. Now, it was with a 220 resistor as well, if anyone's asking. So it blew it. So don't try it out in your R2-D2 thing. I'll pay, you've tested your LEDs. Excellent, Penny. But yeah, I'd get that. So this issue here, as you can see, we've already been through it. I've got 3 of these. So, yeah. Can never have enough of those. Okay, the other thing people have been telling me about, let's go over again to my transition, is this one. Sorry, my webcam's a bit screwed up here. 1 second. I'm just going to sort my webcam up. You know, I set this up before I started the stream. Wow, that's bright. Cancel. What is going on? Bear with me. Sorry about this. Technical issues. But I can't have this looking so dark. There we go. That's better. Right. So we've got the DeLorean issue 112. And look at all the bits. I know a lot of you people have already done this, but we're doing this little mess again. Of having to do the wires and separate them up and put them in the feed. And I thought we were finished with all that sort of thing. So I'm not looking forward to that. And this is going to be the bits. That video is going to be out on Monday, people. Because again, it's so busy, I'm going to have to start making space for when I'm going to be installing those. I think, let's transition back 1 second. Where am I? There I am. I think I'm going to be doing it. So the DeLorean's released on Monday. The Bismarck will be Wednesday. The Terminator will be Wednesday. The Bismarck will be Thursday. The Arduino will probably be the weekend. And there's me last week getting concerned about content. There's absolutely loads of content. it's all good. But it's good to see some of the other YouTubers that we've had in the past coming back into the mix of it and building along with me. Things like Life of Brian Dave, Chris Camplin, Flame with a 4. I've been watching them all. But Dave, Life of Brian Dave, he is almost at 870. I think you're at, Dave. I think you need 130 subs to get to 1,000. So if you hasn't subscribed to him, look, I've put his link in the chat there. Give that a clink and give him a subscribe and see if we can get Dave to 1,000 this year. That'll make his day. Hi, Dave. Dave drew this wonderful picture of me. You'll probably see it on the channel. I've got to find it now. On his channel, he did a picture like a caricature of him, but with the Terminator sort of face. He did one of me. Look. Oh, bless. Look at me. That looks pretty cool. So that is that. I'm going to read some of the stuff here, and then I'm going to show you what else I've got here. I see, that's what I did wrong, Paper Penny. I had 4.5 volts with a 220 resistor. So yeah, I got them working in the end, but yeah, one I blew. So. The image is not as good as normal. Yeah, I don't know. It's that other camera. Where are we? Hi, Dave. Yeah, and Chris. Go and visit Chris's channel. Let me go over to that. Seeing as I'm like plugging people's channels, I feel lost today. You get so many things to talk about, and I'm just like, what's next? What's next? There's Chris's channel there. It's all good. Hello, GamerBoy22. GamerBoy22, people, is my son, and he'll probably be popping in here later, so we'll have to see. Gary, the DMC DeLorean fan. Wayne, are you still going to do Build Thunder Road? I am, but I haven't got a clue when yet. That's going to be pushed back probably to the middle of the year now, because, you know, funds are becoming an issue big time at the moment. Oh, Channel M, hello from Romania. I've got some friends from Romania. I'd like to go to Romania just to visit Transylvania. That'd be excellent. And hello from South Africa, Cape Town. God, we're global tonight, aren't we? And now Life of Brian and Chris Camplin are slating each other. It's all cool. Okay, so the first exciting thing to show you is out of all the things I've built, the Millennium Falcon, the Thunderbird 2, the R2-D2, the C-3PO, the DeLorean, none of those videos have like had as much success as the Bismarck had. Oh my god, 12,000 views on the Bismarck. I can't believe how much interest there was with it, and this was something that I was thinking about doing. I know it had been released in the past in wood, and now obviously you've got the metal base and pre-painted as well, so it's a lot easier to put together, and this has generated so much interest, not only from the modelling community, but from the people that are interested in history and the world wars and stuff like that. So when I started to go into it, because before I make the videos I do research, and as you saw on issue 1, I did a little bit of a showcase of the Bismarck and all the other ships that were involved in that fight. I was really interested in it. I couldn't believe how interested it was. So I reached out to Hatchet Partworks. I said, I really want to build this. Can you send me one? So they sent me the next one, which is here. Now this doesn't come out until Wednesday, next Wednesday. So if any of you are doing this build, here is, whoops, that's me. Hang on, sorry. Where are we? There. There is part 2, which is going to be $5.99. This doesn't come out till Wednesday, so you're getting a sneak peek of this. And this is going to be something that I'll be buying another one of, which I already subscribed to this through W.H. Smith's anyway. So, because this has got a motor in it. And anything with electrics, I tend to buy 2 of. So this has got a motor in it. I'll try and get a little bit closer, actually, because, I mean, there's nothing to see on the back. Just so you know, you've got some extra bits here. That's what's coming in issue 3. Again, I don't know if I can... can you see that? That's what's going to be coming in issue 3. But that looks pretty cool. There's a lot to do in that issue. Now, that will probably be live on Tuesday evening. So, oh, God, what's going on with my cameras tonight? That will be going on Tuesday evening. So what do you think of that? That was a bit of an exclusive for you. You haven't seen that one, have you? I couldn't believe I got that. I thought I was going to get sent an issue 1. I got issue 2. So that was excellent. But I'm really enjoying that build. As a matter of fact, just doing that issue 1 of the Bismarck was like, it whet my appetite. I think it's the sprues. I got so terrified of the sprues when I built the Millennium Falcon that now I'm doing them again. I'm like, oh, this is kind of like nostalgic. I haven't seen it before. I noticed a lot of you guys, Life of Brian and Chris Camplin, and I don't know if Flame with a 4 watches this channel, but they've been putting the eyes in the actual Terminator, so I thought, oh, I'd have a play around with that as well. Although when I put it in, they tend to fall out and get cross-eyed and stuff. Let's put that back in. But I don't know why I didn't do that on the video. I think it's just teasing you, isn't it? Get in there. There we go. Looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? Now, what do I think of the Terminator? Terminator's looking absolutely brilliant. Now, someone did mention that some of the metal on it, some people have got shiny, some people have got grainy. This one's slightly grainy. I've got one on the floor here, which is really shiny. So there are different versions of it. So if you want to be really, really, really fiddly about it, then when you're in your newsagent stuff, have a flick through, because there are some sort of different finishes on them. I'm happy with the one that I used in the build videos, though, so that looks pretty cool. I promise I'll get to chat. I'm just trying to make sure that I've covered everything. But yeah, Bismarck by far the biggest viewed video on my channel, and I think that got a lot of attention. So it's all good. But so I've subscribed to both of them, just so you know. I know I said that I was thinking about the Bismarck. I've subscribed to both of them, but the Bismarck is going to be a monthly build for me, and that's going to be coming monthly. But the Terminator, I'm getting in from the newsagents every week. Oh, there we go. All good. Right, I think I'm finished. Am I finished? No, I'm not finished. How heavy is the Terminator, Stuart Morris asks. I haven't got a clue. Can anyone answer that? I don't know. I mean, just that piece there is quite heavy, so... Wayne, coming soon. Build World of Wayne. 130 issues complete with working parts, shiny bald head, electric components, handheld Arduino board, instrumental t-shirts with detachable beard. As you notice, I've grabbed my beard back again, which I don't normally do for summer. It's because I've had so much on, it just grows. It's the testosterone in me. Chris Camplin, the little plastic head part that you don't use, we think it goes in the eye stalks. Yeah, it does look good though. When I put them in for Riley, I said you'll meet him later. He was freaked out by it. Actually, he just said hi world. You'd love to build the Bismarck, but not available in Canada. Model company won't ship to Canada. I know. Don't forget, these licenses have only just came out for the Republic of Ireland and UK at the moment. So just like America are getting the X-Wing and we're not. It swings around about, isn't it? Now the Bismarck's going to go where that lightsaber is. I've got plenty of room on that wall just at the top there, which means that lightsaber is going to move over there. And then, as Mrs. World of Wayne pointed out, and all of you guys have been pointing out for every single time I do these streams, I'm getting rid of all them shelves. They're going because if they collapse, that's a lot of money to go. So all the Marvel movie collection figurines are going to go on shelves here, which unfortunately are going to be out of camera. I'm going to replace them with the shelves that I've got for the C-3PO and the R2-D2, and then I'm going to put it all models behind me, because this is a modelling channel rather than a you know, like a figurine sort of channel, I think. So I mean, I've got my figurine things on there, but no, I've got to do it, Riley. I have to do it because like a 91 kilogram, that's how much I weigh, Reaper 6526. Riley will bring up Phoebe soon. Will you ever build plastic model cars? Probably not, Altus. Cars, unless they're movie specific, aren't really my thing, believe it or not. The little plastic bar on the Terminator is to control the eyes. It fits perfectly. I believe it's going to have a servo attached to move them. Well, I've got that little part penny right here. This is the part penny's on about, look. But, yeah, I ain't got a clue where that goes yet. I am worried about the LEDs, though, because I do think there's going to be some people out there that plug these in and one of the LEDs won't work, so you're going to have to take it apart again. So, you know, it sounds like I'm working for Hatchet when I say it, but go out and buy another issue 1 if you haven't. Just have peace of mind that you've got some spares. I heard that maybe a new Titanic build is coming soon. That's been in the works for ages, 1971 Street Hawk, but I've never heard anything about it. But let's talk about this one, shall we? This one right here. Everyone's talking about the Enterprise 1701D from Hero Collector. First issue 199. This, to me, screams out trial. The only thing that doesn't scream out trial, even the free gifts, is the video of the guy talking about it. which is here, down here. Now this is definitely something that is due to be released. You can see that. The thing with it is that obviously there's no sign of it coming out yet because it's not on the Hero Collector website. If you go to my forum, worldofwayne.proboards.com, I've got the link to this here. So you can look at this yourself. But there's no definite date. And I think the reason for that is, again, it's licensing. Now, when I keep saying Hatchet. When Archet, I got to remember that, Ashet. When Ashet got the licensing for Terminator, a week later, the whole website changed, as you saw. The trial came down, the website was in maintenance, and the next day it was up. That's how quick things can turn once licensing's been secured. If the Enterprise comes out, I don't think it's going to come out before the DeLorean's finished. I'll be very, very surprised if it does. Even though they're completely different franchises, because you've got to invest your money in some areas. And that's why I'm thinking about D'Agostini. I've already got told that the Caterham 7 and the Land Rover are definites for Eagle this year. This one wasn't even on the agenda, so I guess this is a licensing thing for the Enterprise. But it's concerning because if this doesn't come out, Eagle must haven't really got a part work selection this year that's really appealing, and nor have D'Agostini. So something's got to give somewhere, haven't it? And there's so many trials that we've done for things like James Nolan just mentioned. James here watching from Ireland, going to start a Terminator but not in shops yet. James, just seeing your name just reminded me of the James Bond Lotus, which we never saw sight today. I do think something big is going to be announced by one of these companies, but I don't know when, how, why. Perhaps after April. Depends when these companies' financial years are. Oh, what do you think of the Enterprise, though? I did look at the video. It looks impressive. And yes, I will build it because I love Star Trek. And if that means selling a kidney or selling the house or selling the dog, selling Phoebe, I will do it. Wayne Bounds, don't encourage her. He says, Mrs. World of Wayne, how many notepads in your collection now? If you could see her lady cave, no, I've said it again. If you could see the place where she sits, which I made for her that looks like a library, but we call her lady cave, she's got this massive, like, drawers. There's hundreds of drawers, about 28 drawers in there, full to the brim of notepads. As a matter of fact, I'm worried about the supports underneath. If that caves in, she's going into the kitchen downstairs. The next, Eagle must already have the Star Trek license for it. I would imagine it's down to licensing. It's down to CBS. Nexus, they haven't got the licensing for that. They've got the licensing for the bus collection. They have to have a different license for each different thing. If you go to, it's really interesting because I looked at all of this. If you go to Creative Licensing, I don't know the web address, but type Creative Licensing LA. If you just look at the Terminator, there's different things you have. If you want to make posters for the Terminator, you can license that. But making a poster for the Terminator doesn't mean you can make a pen for the Terminator. So you have to license each individual thing. You can't just say, I'm going to have a Terminator license and it covers any bit of merchandise you want. You can't do that. And that's probably the problem they're having. Ian Jacobs, hi Wayne, you're still doing Rossi's Yamaha? No, I'm not. That's finished for me. I'm not doing it anymore. And mainly, Ian, not that I don't like the bike, I'd love to build it, but I was mucked around by Model Space too much for that. So, and the fact that they are silent now for some reason, I'm not building it. Sorry. That's why the playlist has come down. The videos are still on my channel, but I took the playlists off the front page. You can't say Lady Cave. No, I can't say Lady Cave. What am I supposed to say? Got Man Cave. What do I call it? I don't know. Lady Area? No. Where is? Think of a name. What can I call it? We had this conversation. It always gets to the gutter. I can't keep... Esther's room over there. There we go. Does the stand on the Terminator bother anyone? JM1885. Some of those pictures have got the stand in. Some of them haven't. Let me just have a look at this a second. Look. See, like the ones on the back. Have they been photoshopped out? There's no stand there. So who knows? Personally, I can't see why it can't support itself. So, unless you're having the stand to articulate it, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, the biggest gripe people have had about the teeth. I don't mind the teeth. Is it me? I don't know. I don't mind the teeth, but you just know people are going to be modding this. I know Chloe and Corey are like rubbing their fingers together, thinking about what they can do for it. But yeah, the teeth are well, they look alright to me. They look like that because they're trying to mimic Schwarzenegger. You've seen his teeth. Oh my god. Let me have a look at that. Look. See? They got the gap and everything. They've matched it perfectly. Good job. It should be able to stand on itself. Yeah, I think it can as well. Cinderella's Cave. That'd be good, Remy. I could call it that. Riley Boy 22. Why are you saying nope? An indoor she shed. I can't even say that. It's like a tongue twister. If my in-laws are watching this, I've got the in-laws downstairs as well. Hello. Thought I'd say hello. We've got the house full today. That's why the kids are itching to come in here to say hello to you guys. I said to Riley, give me a chance because I've got so much to talk about. First of all, with the Back to the Future and stuff like that, it's all cool. Right, another thing, I haven't even looked at this yet, so we're going to transition and go to the overhead cam. Haven't even looked at this, so some of you guys probably know about this. Mike Lane has got a website now, and I don't know if he's put it on here. Yep, MikeLaneMods.com. Look, that's his web address now. So you can go over to that and order some of this. But Mike, this morning, Mike, if you're watching, thank you for sending me these. I only received them this morning. We got some mini cable ties. Now these were the ones that everyone been crying out for when we started doing the cables, and you guys were ordering them from China and stuff like that, and they ended up just snapping because they were so brittle. These aren't like that. And God, my white balance is so... I'll probably show you on this camera actually, because the white balance on that one is terrible. Actually, like white balances on this one is terrible as well. Trust me, there's cable ties on that. And Mike also gives you an example of... oh, let's go back to this one. Gives you an example of how to use these. So gluing is optional, but may offer a more permanent hold if advised, and a little instruction book of how to put them together there. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time if you don't follow the instructions. The other thing Mike Lane sent me, which again, I don't know what's in here, but let's have a look. We've got decal set 3. So, let's open this up. And we have got... Oh, obviously, Mike really goes to town just on the presentation of this. Look at that. This is obviously, we've had the other two and they're up on the channel now. But in these decal sets, there's going to be instructions on his website of what's in here, but let's see if we can figure some of this stuff out together. We've got oh my god, look, all sorts of things for photos and guides and positioning, as he says there. He's got his web address there. It says visit MikeLaneMods.com/DS3. We've got some a DMC logo with some arrows. That's silver. Look at that. I don't know where it goes. I have to be admit, I don't know where it goes, but I'm sure we'll find out. We've got placed behind headlight lenses to hold in place. There's no heavy backing. So these are for the headlamps. Some little surrounds for the headlamps. These are plastic, so they go really good. Then we've got stick on the inside of the windows. We've got some little window etching and detail there. We've got, God, these are really tiny. Not sure where these go. So again, I'll have to look, but they've got, it says pull. So I don't know if this goes on the door, but you can't really see that very well. But look, we've got these. And last but not least, we've got this, which says some little black trim, actually. Some little bits of black trim in there, which you'd cut out. I don't know if you can see that. There's some cut there. So when you peel it off, it leaves sort of like slots in that. But if you want to know where all of these bits go, again, go to MikeLaneMods.com/DS3. So that was the first time I'd seen that. That only came in the post today, and I've only just opened it. So when I do my next DeLorean video, I'll probably be sticking them on as well. So thank you very much, Mike Lane. So let me get rid of my picture of Schwarzenegger up here because he's worrying me. You want to talk? I'm hoping he goes in a minute, Riley. I'm hoping DSD brings out the Fast and Furious Dodge here in the UK. It's already been released in Italy. Yep, that would be good, the Nexus. I do envisage something big's coming out. Otherwise, their bottom line is going to be terrible. If these rods are too visible, then they can easily be hidden by decorative backboard. You're absolutely right, 1971 Street Hawk. There's always a way. Grey Wall 55. Any word on when you're building the X-Wing? When it comes out in this country, and I really don't think it's coming out this year. Something is going on with Disney and their merchandising at the moment, but I don't know what, especially in this country. Chris Campbell, come up and say hello. He will soon, or are you talking to Phoebe? Fluffy Fish, bye, nice stream. Thank you, Fluffy Fish. Thank you for watching. Life Brian, thanks to those that subbed. Yes, go and head over to Life of Brian's channel. Dave, I'm going to come and see you soon. We're off to Scotland in the 15th of August. So I will be up that way. I will be at the Angel of the North because it's my stop-off point. Gamer Boy just walked in. Alan Dent, hi mate, any news on the Bismarck? What news would you like, Alan? I am doing it, if you missed it earlier in the stream. And as I said earlier, look, I've already got issue 2. See? That don't come out till next Wednesday. Life of Brian, thank you, Mrs. World Wayne. Finally decided it was time. Life of Brian, well done on the weight. Oh, right, okay. We need to lose weight, Dave. Trust me. Big time. I was thinking about doing that keto thing, you know, with the just eat the meat and lay off the carbs. Or just not eat. Gamer Boy 22, be right back. Altus, well, Wayne, I'll see you again. I'm off to bed. Wife calling. No problems, Altus. Thanks for watching, sir. The Love Brian, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne. Yeah, we keep saying that too, but the time never seems right. He'll be back. I am going to have some fun on my next Terminator build, just so you know. So, I please forgive me. I'm going to say it now. Please forgive me. I can't help myself, but I have to do it. I mean, now I've got my T-shirt. I've worn this tonight. I'm going to have to wash it, ready for next Wednesday. Because the Terminator's not out next Wednesday. It's out the Wednesday after. That's right. Between issue 1 and 2, there's a 2-week gap. That's what I meant to say. Hello from Mexico. 1971 Street Hawk. I don't understand why the X-Wing has not been released. They've got licensing for it. It's licensing. It's all to do with licensing. 1971 Street Hawk. Chris Kaplan, how did I get issue 2? I've been speaking to Ashet. I keep saying it name. Ashet. I've been speaking to Ashet, Chris. I'm trying to sort something out with Ashet at the moment. So it's a watch this space thing at the moment. The Life of Brian also, mate. We should be. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. I know where you live. Paul Griffiths, Disney are taking the mickey. They are big time. But don't forget they've got episode 9 coming out. When's that coming out? Next year? 2020? Or Dave, when's next episode 9 due out? You're the man to ask for that. Dave's got Ones with a Force. He does a live podcast of that. So he's the one. Anything Star Wars, speak to the Life of Brian. Alan Allsop, the Arduino's going to be out next week. I've had so much on this week that I'm having to do it next week now. I really apologise for that. I didn't mean to fall foes behind, but then again, I didn't know the Bismarck and the Terminator were coming out so quickly. Smurf 3-1, I've kicked me out because of my bad ass Schwarzenegger impression, but not to worry, I'll return. You mean you'll be back? I can't do Schwarzenegger at all. Ian Campbell, milk, you need a good beer, Wayne. No, I drink a lot of milk. I've mentioned this in another stream. I'm easily go through six pints of full fat a day. The missus says we get through about 45 to 50 pound of milk a month in the shopping. But I have a beer, but if I have a beer before bed, I get heartburn. I'm not a big drinker, to be honest with you. Although the father-in-law's downstairs and he's been drinking Guinness, but he can't drink a full can, so I have half of that. That's been quite nice. Got to have a good Guinness. Marty T4, where did you get the t-shirt from, Wayne? I'm glad you said that. Well, if you go over to my Amazon store, which... hang on a second. If you go over to my Amazon store, which isn't here at all, which is here, I put it in the store under movie memorabilia because I got it from Amazon. So, but for me, I mean, I won't lie to you, I'm a 16 stone guy. I weigh 16 stone. This is an extra large. So I do think, I thought this was going to be too big, but it's coming up fine. I think if you're going to order it bigger than a size you normally get. And that'll look good for you. So bits.ly/World of Wayne. That's where you can get that from. The Bismarck is 1/200, I believe. Yep, 1/200 scale. It's 125 centimeters long. But again, if you watch my issue 1, I fill you in with all of that when we do that. So that's cool. Red City 1965. Guess those that subscribe to the monthly subscription will get ours when you get your 4th issue, Wayne. That's pretty much what was happening with the R2D2. That's why Mark Tadgel helped me out in the end with the R2D2s. Because I was getting mine at the end of the month when everyone's getting theirs from the news agents. So then it'll be a pain that when you get 4 issues at once, do I release 4 videos at once? See, YouTube frown upon that. They think you're spamming. So that's why I try and do a video every other day if I've got a lot of videos to do. It's very rare that I'll release 2 videos in one day. So I've had a text from Mike Anderson. Hi Wayne, don't forget you can see what's been sent out by adding your sub number Hatchet online account. Okay, so if you've got an online account with Hatchet, I've got to remember to say their name, Hatchet. In the end, I just call their operations line up just so I can hear how to pronounce it, Hatchet. Apparently you can do what you did with D'Agostini and see your account online. That was from Mike Anderson, and he's got a channel as well, World of Mike Anderson. So, God, all the plugs tonight, wow. Where are we? Been stuck waiting since December for DeLorean parts issue 15 to 18. So I ordered the Millennium Falcon. Got issue 1 to 4 last night. Super excited. Matt Taylor, you will love the Falcon. That was what hooked me on these part work builds in the for now. And then when you're building it, you'll see there's so much more you can do with it. I think the Falcon actually was a really good place to start for part works. I wouldn't start with a DeLorean. That's been endless hell. Endless hell. But still, there's only 18 issues of hell left. Ian Campbell, I go through 6 pints of Stella whilst watching you. Really? Oh my God. 6 pints of Stella would make for a very interesting stream. If I had 6 pints of Stella, Ian, I wouldn't be sitting here clothed, trust me. I'll be like Blackadder. I'll be singing about a goblin or something. Heaven's Eagle, 1/200. The Bismarck. I need one. How about 11/12? What are you talking about? He needs milk. I need some milk, Riley. Riley, go get me some more milk. And then you can come up here. Because I'm empty. If you don't mind. Please. Yeah, DeLorean will be finished soon. I mean, Stuart, I am going to do a review, and I think I mentioned this last time. The DeLorean car is amazing, and it looks really good, and it lights up really good, and it's a brilliant car, which was plagued by some really crap parts and an absolutely awful company. So how do you review something like that? I don't know. I really hope that they've learnt the lessons from the DeLorean when they eventually get round to building Ecto 1. But again, nothing's in stone for Ecto 1 at the moment. Let's hope that comes out soon. Perhaps it'll be a toss-up between Ecto 1 and the Starship Enterprise. What would people rather build? Put it in chat. I'm interested. Can I do polls on this? I don't think I can. I can't do a poll. Who would rather build Enterprise and who would rather build Ecto 1? I'm interested. Entertain me. Both. You're not allowed to say both, Keith. Svi, I know you're going to be Ecto every time. Ecto, there you go. So there's no love for Star Trek in this room, is there? Even though you've got a Patrick Stewart version, Star Trek Next Generation-y type thing series coming out soon, you'd still go with Ecto. Oh, Ian would do the Enterprise. I'm not on my own then. Ecto 1. I think that when this Patrick Stewart Star Trek franchise series comes out, that Star Trek is going to go through the roof again.
Yeah, milk, my papa.
Thank you. This is Riley, people. This is Gamer Boy 22. You've probably seen him before because we built a robot together, didn't we? And he built... if any of you have been to Florida, they used to have in Universal Studios a Twister ride. It wasn't a ride, it was an experience. You'd go into this warehouse and you'd see a Twister blowing it around. They used to sell these little, I don't know, gifts that you could turn on and it'll have a twister inside a bottle, so you can take it with you.
Creations.
So he built one. Yeah, put it there and I'll transition it across.
Here's our creations.
So let's go there. Yeah, so that's what we built here. We built this robot. He did a video of that. And this one I absolutely love. Watch. Look! And it makes a twister. It's a twister. It's a twister.
And of course, Bob, the robot.
So Riley has been building... Oh my God. Riley likes building things and playing Fortnite like every kid his age. Riley's...
I like trains.
How old are you now? You're 10.
Yeah.
He's 10. He starts high school. He's
He's
10.
your son's name and age.
No, do you know why? Because your dad's getting old. And because I'm older, I've lost the power to count. So... Well, everyone wants Ecto. Yeah, more milk. See what I mean, Ian? I drink lots of milk. But everyone wants Ecto. I think that will change, trust me, when the new Star Trek comes out.
I want the Death Star to come out.
Can't build the Death Star.
Why?
Do you want to go get Phoebe?
Okay.
McDominic152. I saw the trailer for that, and as Fee will tell you, when we saw that, salivate. It was good. Oh, Keith, you remember the old Twister things? It's gone now. All the good rides at Universal gone. They got rid of the blimmin' Back to the Future ride. They got rid of the Twister. They got rid of Jaws. It's terrible. Oh, Richard, there we go. I'll have company if I'm building the Enterprise then. That's good. It'll be a very desolate channel probably. Hello, Wayne. Been out today. Bought the DeLorean 1-2. Yeah, Matthew, I'm telling you, it's it don't look fun. I reckon I foresee a lot of edits in it, so we'll have to see. There's Phoebe, people. I know you like seeing Phoebe. What's she doing in there?
She won't get out a blanket, so...
Chris Camplin and Cheryl. Here we go. Here's Phoebe. This is Phoebe's appearance for you. Hello. You on camera?
You're on camera.
She don't do a lot, does she? The apple hasn't fallen far with him. Riley, do you like Star Wars?
It's alright.
What's your favourite film? Do you like The Avengers?
That's alright.
Just alright.
It's sorry.
I went on Back to the Future ride just before they finished it. John, the someone, I don't know how they managed to get hold of it, but they managed to get hold of the video for me that they played as the pre-ride entertainment, and they got hold of a lot of. Hang on a second. They got hold of a lot of merchandise from the ride. No idea how. It was obviously copies, but where they got the files for that. Mark Goldsmith, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you, sir. And I don't know if you still got that stuff, but that was pretty impressive. The Life of Mine, Universal as it should be called, Harry Potter and the Curse of Not Much Else. Dave, I saw the Crimes of Grindelwald the other night. Oh my God. What an absolutely god-awful movie. And the thing is, J.K. Rowling wrote it, and I start to think, you know what, perhaps it was probably for the best that you ended Harry Potter on number 6. Because if you write like that, it was god-awful. And I think releasing things like that are going to really hurt the franchise. And it's good to be able to mirror that, because with Star Wars, if they keep making the crap that they made with Rian Johnson, it's going to hurt the franchise. It probably already is, which is why they're starting to slow down on the releases and stuff like that. It gets me mad. It gets me mad that they just milk things, even though... How can you make a film that's bad? When you're making the film, you either see the script and think it's bad, but you're going to make it anyway, or you'll start making the film, and then halfway through you think this isn't going the way I'm getting it, but you're making it anyway. They must know somewhere along the line that this film's going to be god-awful. Oh, it winds me up, and how much money gets spent on it. Yeah, David Penny, a dog star, but Phoebe's a she's a girl dog, but she's got big balls. She'll bark at anything bigger than her. She takes on the Rottweilers and Great Danes. Where's Faith? Faith's here as well. Faith's my daughter. She's upstairs on the computer.
Can I get her?
Nah, she's all right. Faith plays Roblox. That's Faith's 8, and that's her world. TikTok and Roblox. And for people our age, if you know what TikTok is, then you're with it. Apparently, you're hip. If you don't, then yeah, you're showing your age. Yeah, Back to the Future ride was replaced with the Simpsons ride. It was terrible. But the Jaws ride's the worst one. I can't believe they got rid of Jaws.
Oh,
And do you know that in LA they got rid of the Tower of Terror? So the Tower, I mean that's Disney, albeit, but yeah, they haven't got Tower of Terror anymore.
what,
They've
the
only
one
got it in
where-
Orlando.
What, the one where Robot Shark starts chasing
Yeah,
you?
that's not at
Oh,
Universal
what?
now. Mark Holt, do you know what model company would be releasing the Johnny 5 from Short Circuit on the model? No idea, but Mark, if you find out, please drop me an email because I'd love one. I'd love a full-size Johnny 5 sitting right there. Please. Actually, I'd have one of those little toy ones that Fisher Stevens... Fisher Stevens. See, you'd never get away with Fisher Stevens doing what he did in Short Circuit nowadays. We've moved a long way in like 30 years, haven't we? There'll be an uproar. Chris Kaplan, lots of laugh, says milk in the film and picks up milk. Yep. This is what I think of Disney and Star Wars at the moment, and J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter.
There should be a film about you drinking milk.
But see, now, Red City, if you're talking about the same thing, that's different. You see, because the other side of it is you've got the things where you've got a working formula that Hollywood studios believe they can continue making work if they just change all the characters to female and follow a female agenda. Now, people are going to think I'm a misogynist by saying this, but I'm not. You can see it. Ocean's 8 was terrible. Ghostbusters, come on. If you want something, if you want to make a film like that, then do something original. Did anyone watch Annihilate on Netflix? That was excellent. That was a female cast. Make originality. JK has milked the franchise more than you're drinking the stuff, Mr. Dominic. Because we were having a conversation with the missus the other night. I've read her. I want to read her 2 books: The Casual Vacancy and the one that she's wrote under the pseudonym of Robert Gilbrave. Because I don't think they're going to be very good, and I think the only reason they're doing good is because they know it's J.K. Rowling. Isn't TikTok? Dave, TikTok is from Return to Oz.
TikTok, Musically.
Wayne, have you any other builds coming along? Oh my god, you're trying to kill me again. I've got 3 on the go at the moment. The Bismarck, the Terminator and the DeLorean. I want the Enterprise. I've got the Arduino. If I was to release a video every day, I've got 3 days left. And I'll have to build something every day. I won't have any rest. Phoebe is 10, Lee. Believe it or not. She's 10 and she's the size of
Same age
like...
as me.
Phoebe's hardly bigger than my ruler. She's a Jack Russell cross Chihuahua. And the ruler's like a foot, so she's tiny. But yeah, she's 10. Yeah, same age as Riley. Matter of fact, Riley's a little bit older. You were born in May, wasn't you? The May, and
Yeah.
Phoebe came along
I
in
remember
November.
when I read Phoebe.
Did you?
Yeah.
They were doing what women want to as a woman who reads men's minds. What's the point of that? Red City, World of Wayne, soon to be sponsored by the milk. I'd happily sponsor milk, but back in my day, it was Unigate. I think I don't know who the milk producers in England are now.
Cows.
It's always been cows. Do you hear that? He said cows. I don't know who the milk producers are. He says cows. Yeah, very good.
They are.
Oh my god. Hey Matthew Borum, yeah, I remember TikTok. I went to see Wicked in London a couple of weeks ago. I loved it. It makes you watch The Wizard of Oz in a whole new light. If anyone hasn't seen Wicked in London, go and see it, because you won't watch Wizard of Oz again the way you normally watch it.
Jackawawa.
Wizard of Oz was my go-to film when I was drinking boxes of wine. I'd have a box of wine and that film took on a whole new meaning. By the end of it, I was singing my heart out. In fact, the day jobs are strange. Yeah, I'm still having to work while I'm doing this here, and it's crazy. So the way I work at the moment is that if I want to get a video out really, really urgently, I'll get up really early, like 6 or 7 o'clock, and I'll do the video. That's why sometimes you'll hear me commenting and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Then I'll do work. I prefer to do my work and then do the build and then go back to work. So I normally can work in the morning and the evening, or... See, I work from home, so I can work any hours I want. But it's trying to find a balance. I'm still struggling with that a little bit. Alan Dent, I'm not doing the motorbike anymore. Model Space didn't want me to build it for some reason. So I don't know. I did mention it at the start. That's why I had a code, a discount code. I was building it for Model Space. But for some reason, and that reason's only been known to them because they never got in touch with me, they didn't want me to build it anymore. Which is a shame because I really liked it. So what I was going to do was continue it myself and pay the extra subscription for it. But it goes down the list of what I want to build, and I'd rather be building the Enterprise and the Terminator and the DeLorean and the R2 at the time.
I'm guessing it's when you're working with more companies than them.
Probably. Red City 1965, Laughing Cow. No, they make the cheese. The little cheese triangles. Let me just say though, and I mean this absolutely 100%, out of all the companies, D'Agostini, Eagle Moss, Hero Collector, Model Space, and all their affiliations, Atchet is by far the best company for customer service, and I've only experienced it recently, bar none. Always someone to talk to, always happy to address you. Yeah. If this is the start of what I can see with them, wow. Brilliant company. So that's why I've got no problems building the Terminator and the Bismarck. Bearing in mind as well that Hachette is one of the biggest publishing companies in the world, so you're not going to have a problem with them. Because obviously their main forum is books.
So wait, when are you going to build the next bit of the Bismarck?
I've got it down there, so next week.
And then the next bit.
Do you know of any other builds that had trials but never happened? Blue Thunder, that never came out, but I think I mentioned them in probably episode 2 or episode 3. They're the ones I knew about. So you had the Fast and the Furious, you had Kit, I believe the A-Team van was one of them. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was one. Matthew Boy, you're seeing Catherine Jenkins in concert. Well, what? Me and the missus are off to see Les Mis in London in November with Alfie Bow and Michael Ball, so that should be fun. That's all I've got planned at the moment. Lee Titley, when I was younger, I used to drink a pint of milk a day. Lee Titley, I can drink a pint of milk in a minute. Look, this is a pint, and I've almost drank it.
You should see me when I drink
Night,
milk.
Keith. Thanks for watching.
Father like son.
Mr. Wayne, Remy Wigglemane, it was too heavy for the shelf it's on. Did I miss? Wait, what is the weight of the DeLorean at this point? 8.5 kilograms. It was 8 kilograms, but with that metal plate I added, it's probably about 8.25 now, something like that. I don't know. It's definitely over 8 kilograms now.
You haven't seen me drink milk then.
David Pinner, have you seen the Volkswagen Camper? Yes, I have, and that was one that I was ready to build. That and the Volkswagen Beetle I was going to subscribe to, Dave, but then these two came out. Chris Cameron, to be honest, I have no problems with D'Agostino or the Del R2D2. Chris, D'Agostini are really good as well. The problem I've got with D'Agostini is their model space forum is absolute joke, run by imbeciles. And also people who had a problem with parts like the hologram and stuff like that didn't get deliveries for absolutely ages. They didn't account for it. Now, if the model space forum is official, then they should have communicated that out through the forum, which they didn't. It's one of these forums which has turned into a bit of an elitist thing. And I hate that, which is why people that I created my own forum, because there's no way, there's no way I'm putting up with, here's my forum there, putting up with elitist views and comments and stuff like that. On my forum, you can say what you want. And if you think you've been hard done by, you put it down and say you've been hard done by. If you think a company's treating you bad, then you shout it out and tell the company's bad and let everyone know. There's no way I'm hiding things like that. That annoys me. Which is probably why I've got those views, because they banned me from the forum. And then they banned me from the forum because my name was World of Wayne and it was advertising another site. And then when I told them that I was actually affiliated with Model Space, they retracted everything. They didn't realise, so there can't be much communication there either. Model Space, if you're watching this, sort out that bloody site. Sort Tomic out. Whoever he is. He's a bloody idiot. Oh, I'm venting. Calm down.
Have you showcased the Alexa yet?
Someone on Twitter. Oh, I love it when the trolls come in. Not Twitter, Twitch. Junior Norge. That sounds like a Norway thing. I like old men.
Okay.
Cool. I'm now an old man. It's my beard. Hello, Junior Norge. Thanks for playing. John Fairbrother, I really wanted to terminate, but my partner said no. It's a $1.99. Buy the first one and then say, go on. What do you think? Do the first one. Have you done Star Wars Robot? Which one's that, Alan? I've got R2 and C3PO there. 1971 Street, I got sent a new hologram projector and it still doesn't work. I'm not sure what's wrong now. Oh, that's not good. And I mean, if you've got a lot of people have been asking me for advice with R2-D2s, I can't really help. But you'd think they'd have some sort of helpline for that sort of thing. Not good. Heaven's Eagle. Both DLSD and Eagle must have been good in the USA. Have minimal problems with either. Wait to the end and see how they act. Heaven's Eagle. Chris Camplin. You putting Bismarck and Terminator on there too? Chris, am I putting them on where? Oh, on the site. They're already on the forum site. Even the Enterprise is on the forum site. I'm pretty bang on it when I see something. I'll put it on the forum. Fleetwood J, Modern Space Forum, if your face don't fit, you're in trouble. Yep, big time, Fleetwood J. I haven't got time for it. As soon as I see that, I leave the forum. That's why I left the official Eagle Moss group. I haven't got time for elitist attitudes in the group. It's stupid. Mr. Gad, you tell him, son, you get him. Hi, Steve. It's a bit of have some more milk. Yeah, milk calms me down. Very Wiggleman, relax, Wayne. Count to 10. I'm ready for another milk. I'll be drunk on milk in a minute. C3PO's up there. I didn't do the C3PO from DLSD, but the one from Amazon's way better. It looks better. It lights up and everything. Chris Camp, I did a wiring video. It's helped a few people. No, I saw that, Chris. That was excellent. Grey Wolf 55, I'd love to do Bismarck, but it's not I know. These things will come out eventually, Grey Wolf, I'm sure. But don't be surprised if they come out as a different publisher. I don't even know if Ashette's got a presence in the Partworks builds in America. I don't think they have. David John McIntosh, just noticed my background for R2 and 3PO. Yeah, as I said at the start, it's... hang on a second. It was printed for me by Mike Berry. And Mike Berry got the artwork from someone called Paul Wiz Johnson, and I'm happy to credit him because it's pretty amazing. I was lucky that everything in my R2 works. I was really dreading something being faulty. Me too, Svi. Actually, my one didn't work when I turned it on, but then I realised I had... what had I done? I'm trying to think what one of my plugs weren't plugged in correctly. I hadn't pushed it all the way in. And then it worked. What's that?
You've got some back hair, if you look at the camera.
You nutter. Riley's giving me hair now. John Fairbar, I just told him, Wayne, what you said. He said he will ban me for watching you. He's an idiot. He can't be affiliated with... That Model Space Forum can't be affiliated with Model Space. If it was, he would have known that I was affiliated with Model Space. But he didn't. Or they don't communicate. I don't know. 1971 Street Hawk. I'll cancel any builds I've had. Chitty Bang Man come along. When's this on trial? 1971 Street Hawk. That was on trial about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It weren't very big, but it was cool.
You should do a video one day on...
Since Hachette won't ship to Canada, is there anyone reselling their kits? Greg, there are people in the Facebook groups that have been saying that they're happy to do that, but all I'm going to say is do it at your own risk. You're going to send money to someone to send you an issue. What happens if it's lost in the post? Who's going to foot the bill for that? What happens if that guy runs off with your money? There needs to be a reputable person, so I'd make sure that you do something reputable. Because, I mean, be honest with you, I'll be happy to buy them and ship them out to America, but... You think about how much the postage for that would be. You're going to be paying an absolute fortune to get that posted out there, especially the weight of it as well. And then you've got to worry about customs, because 4 issues will go over the customs threshold. So just be careful, Greg. Be careful. Lee, Wayne, how old are you? I'm 41. I'll be 42 in July. I'm 45 and I'll be 46 in July. I mentioned last time I was born on I was born on the 4th of July. Fleetwood J, love your forum and show my Route Master and diorama. I've seen those pictures, Fleetwood J. They look absolutely brilliant. Steve Graham, member on Model Space, has put a couple of links to your videos. Yeah, Steve, I'm sure he'll get banned. I even had it as a signature, a link to our website, and they didn't like that either. I don't get it. The whole point, I'm getting on my soapbox again, the whole point of having a forum is for people to discuss like-minded things with like-minded people and to expand that. It's not to argue and shut people up because you don't believe in their views or you don't believe in what they're doing or you don't want them to share. I don't get it. That's not a forum to me. The forum, I think, isn't it Roman or Latin for a room to communicate? Is that what a forum used to be? Mrs. Welder Wayne, you know this. What was a forum in the simplest terms of that term and that word?
People talking.
Yeah, even Riley, 10 years old, can answer that question.
Mega brains.
David Pinner, I've just bought a part-built second DeLorean, managed to get all the issues up to 112, mostly from Eagle Moss, France. They come from London. Wow. Nice. They should do a 1989 Batmobile, said Alan Mason. Yes, definitely, and that would be definitely something I would build if they did one. Mr. Gad, Marvel should build a heli character or something. Build an Iron Man suit. Mr. Gad, can you imagine that? Build a real Iron Man suit. Yeah, each week you'd get a part, like the thigh part, or the headpiece, or...
Watch, next thing you know, there's a 10-year-old superhero.
That would be amazing. You know what? I give it. We can look back on this in 10 years' time. I'll bet you something like that comes out. A full-size something. A full-size Iron Man suit. A full-size R2-D2. C-3PO. Yeah, you couldn't do a Captain America shield.
You could.
No, it's just one shield. It'd be boring.
No, like with lights and stuff that pop
A
out.
Hulkbuster armour. Can you imagine that? It's going to happen.
You're jumping out windows.
Bombbuster video. I've been waiting on my 5th pack for my R2-D2 for 7 weeks now, and all they tell me when I ring Model Space is they're out of stock. I'll probably take 3 years to build if this keeps up. That's not good. Keep on at the Bombbuster video. Bobby, hey, how's it going? Are you going to be doing the Terminator, Bobby, or Bismarck, or all these other wonderful things that are coming out? Svi, was it the 1989 Batmobile that's built on an Impala? I don't know. I've got no idea. Can anyone answer that?
Guess what? There already is a life-size thing, C-3PO, that people actually can get in.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm talking about a part where it can be delivered through your house.
What do you mean?
So every week you get a part that can fit through your letterbox, and at the end of like 150 issues, you'll have a full-size C-3PO.
There is.
No, right?
I swear there is.
Then tell everyone on there where you can get it from.
eBay.
eBay is your friend.
You can get everything off eBay.
There we go, Mrs. Welder Wayne, a place to have discussions. Red City HMS Hood would be a good build to go alongside the Bismarck. It could be. But I mean, this is going to take almost 3 years. Remember the Bismarck, 2 and 3/4 years to build. It looks good though, and to get a motor in issue 2. Wow. Ian Campbell, they need to do the Trotters Independent Traders freewheeler. That'd be cool. They've got one on stage at the moment in London on the show, which apparently is doing really well. Unboxed German, would build the X3 when it's available. I will build it, but I don't see it coming out this year in the UK.
And get it from
Bobby, yeah, a cosplay build. That's what we're talking about, a cosplay build. So you can pick any cosplay character and then have a build for it.
Oh, wait.
Chewbacca's costume.
That'd be lots.
See you later, Heaven's Eagle. Thanks for watching.
That'd be lots and lots of fur just gluing onto metal.
Yes, Lee. I was just reading it to the missus today about the Singer Out the Monkeys. I see the second one now, or the third to go. They're all dropping off the map now. Yeah, the 5th pack. Oh, right, okay. On the X-Wing site, it says coming soon. That's all I know. Yeah, that's all we all know, Robbie. They're very quiet. They're useless at communicating things. The Narcoleptic Tinkerer. What a name. That's excellent. Svi, you're thinking of the 1966 Batmobile built on the Lincoln Futura. The 1989 was a scratch-built frame. There you go, Svi. Bombast video. How about a full size? That'd be brilliant. But I believe Svi's already got one, haven't you? A full size proton pack. Paul Griffiths. I didn't build the DB5, but I had a friend who built it, and he had a few issues with it. It looked good though. Looked very good.
What about this? A full-size Millennium Falcon. Drowning scoring that.
Can you imagine if they built a Death Star? That'd be a boring build as well, though. Personally, I think. Because it would be the same thing, just mirrored in different places.
No, like with the lasers out front, and like you can open it up. And
what about Star Wars vehicles? If it wasn't for the X-Wing, I would like to see the B-Wing, a Snow Speeder, or perhaps the AT-AT or the AT-ST.
What is it called? You know that like, I forgot his name. Like, isn't it called like something like a Drago?
And what you're talking about?
Star Wars, like where it's only got like hover things at the front.
I don't know. Boba Fett ship would be good. Slave 1. I really would like Empire build like a Super Star Destroyer Vader ship. Oh, a speeder bike.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, but what, Robbie Bobby? Can you imagine what sort of scale would be acceptable for a Star Destroyer? That'd be that'd have to be massive, wouldn't it? Really. Hi, Wayne. I like you. I come from Germany. Your channel is best. Sorry for my English. That's good. Your meine Deutsch ist nicht gut. Es tut mir aber leid. But wie geht es dir? Little bit of German. Ich habe einen Kopfschmerzen. I really like to an Empire build, like a Superstar Destroyer. Oh, I've read that. Oh, here's the other one, peeps.
Hello.
This is Faith. She's the youngest. She's 8. So we've got 10 and 8, and these two are always fighting.
Nightmare.
Always fighting. Big time, aren't they? You got to go to bed soon.
Going to bed now.
Are you going to bed now? So you're going to have your thing then, are you? Okay then.
That's what I came in for. It isn't a thing. It's a story.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry about that. Build the Winnebago with wings. Space 99 Eagle 1 would take me back to my youth. I used to have a dinky toy of that. Transformer robots. They would be brilliant. But again, they'd have to be big scale. I'm talking about way bigger than you have with the toys.
Yeah, and like you click a button and it transforms.
Yeah, great big bumblebee or something. That'd be cool.
Optimus Prime.
Everyone says hi, Faith, then everyone says night, Faith. It's a brother-sister thing. They're always fighting.
That's a brother sister.
Can I read one?
You can.
Why do
What does that one say there? What does Adam Mason say?
Optimus.
Uptime.
Optimus
Optimus
Prime.
build sounds good.
Well done.
Thumbs up.
That was brilliant.
What does that mean?
See you later, 1971 Street Hawk. Thank you for watching. The Narcoleptic Tinkerer. Bill Christine, the 1958 Plymouth Fury. Yeah. And you can have little things where the lights can come on or it starts rocking or something like that. That'd be excellent. Mark Hall, on the Model Mod site, there's a Johnny 5 build from Short Circuit, but don't know what model company will be releasing it when. No, we don't know anything about that at the moment. I saw, from what I understand, Chloe and Corey, that they got sent a picture of a full-size Johnny 5, and I think that was modelled by someone, but I don't know who. There would be the people to find out about that, Mark, Chloe or Chloe. See you later, Ian. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to be heading off now soon because these kids are going to go to bed. So I'm glad to get to see them because they're only with me every other weekend, and at the holidays they're a little bit more. So it is nice having them home. But anyway, it's all good. Thank you so much for watching. I said the next video is going to be out Monday, which will be the DeLorean. Then we're going to have the Bismarck, and then we'll be having the Arduino. So all going to be good.
And quick tip. Subscribe to Gameboy 22.
Bless him. Anyway, look, thanks for watching. See you soon.